Hello guys, today we're doing legal question 657, robot return to origin. Question is, there is a robot starting at position 0, 0, the origin, on a 2D plane, given a sequence of its moves, judge if the robot ends up at 0, 0 after completing its position. You are given a string moves that represents the move sequence of the robot, where moves I represents its ith move. Valid moves are R for right, L for left, U for up, and D for down. Return true if the robot returns to the origin after it finishes all of its moves, or false otherwise. Note the way the robot is facing is irrelevant. R will always make the robot move to the right, L will always make the robot move to the left, etc. Also assume that the magnitude of the robot's movements is the same for each move, which means it will always move once for each move. So example here, the robot moves up and down. The output is true because it returns back to its position. The robot moves up once, the robot moves down once. All moves have the same magnitude, so it ended up at the origin where it started, therefore return true. The moves here is left, left, false. The robot moves left twice, it ends up 2 moves to the left of the origin. We return false because it is not at the origin at the end of its moves. So the way we're going to do this is by initiating a position variable with, again, 0, 0. And we just pretty much move the robot to each position after each move. And we check at the end if the positions are equal to 0, 0. If they're not, we return false. So let's say we have an array of moves. Not an array, sorry, a string, which is maybe left, right, up, down, 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 up. So this should return true because we're going back to position. So let me show you how we do. We have a position here, array, set to 0 and 0, which is a start position. Now, if we're going to loop through the move string, so we're I right now, where I, in fact, we don't even need that, I'll just loop through the string with a red. So we're now L, so we know how to move position left. We use the first value here to represent left and right, the second value to represent up and down. Well, you can do either, doesn't matter, but for now that's what we're going to do. So if we move left, we just move to position back 1. So now this is -1. Now, we go right, so we move position up 1. So now this is 1, oh, sorry, 0. The next value in the moves string, up. So for up, we move the second value in the string, and we move it down 1. We remove 1 pretty much. Now it's -1. Then we go to the next value, that's down. So again, we add 1 to that position, down 1. That's 0. Here, down again, we move down 1. That's 1. Then we go up, and then we move back up 1, which is 0. So for example, if this was the way, this is the start position 0, 0. Now we move left here, then we move back right, then we move up. Sorry, move up, we move back down, we move down, move back up, and we're back at the same position. And we pretty much return true if the first value here is 0 and the second value here is 0. So let me show you how to do it in code. So first thing we do is we initiate our position. So position is equal to an array of 0 and 0. Now we loop through the move for we loop through each move of moves. Now we check if the move is equal to L, we know we have to move left. So position 0 -1. If move is equal to right, then we increment the position at 0, plus plus. Oh, made a mistake here. Then if move is equal to up, let's do down instead. Move equal to down, we then decrement the position at 1, second position. If move is equal to up, then we increment the position at 1. So this way, we know that opposites will get back to the same position. So minus plus, we get the same position. Minus plus here, we'll get back to the same position when you get both. And then here, we just return true if position 0 is equal to 0 and position 1 is equal to 0. And let's run, see if that passes. It does. Let's submit. Well, normally it's faster than that, but we'll see. Anyway, it's the time complexity of O of n, as we're looping through the whole moves array, and a space complexity of O of 1, as we're just storing a positions variable. Thanks for watching.